Alrighty, Lumberjacks, welcome back to another single-player episode. Last time we were playing, we were cutting a right-of-way road all the way down to the other block. Where the heck is my road? Right here. So this is where we started. We started chopping our way all the way back into here. This time I'm actually going to start our timer so that I can remember, because I always forget to do that. Yeah, I think we got as far as the little hill over here, and then we were going to keep cutting. So this is good. We're getting some nice timber down. Like I said, I'd like to fill some of this spawn in with maybe some wood chips or something, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes here. So there's a bit of a gap here. I could probably take this right away tree mark out. I'm not going to hurt anything by that. Oh, shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, God, it's going to land on my head. Oh, first accident of the game right there. First accident. Alright, okay, so now that we've gone and made a mess, let's see if we can fix it. Alright, this is going to be a little trippy. It's a little heavy, that one. Maybe we can spin it and make it go to that other pile over there. That's what my attempt's going to be here. What I would like to do is spin it so it lands with these ones right here, so I think we can do that. Oh, it's a little hefty for this little buncher. But I'd like to think we're getting somewhere here. Just bop this guy right over here. Boppity bop bop bop. Perfect. That'll be good enough. I should be able to deck that up. Now, we got a couple more over here. Yeah, looks good. And I think I'm just going to plop these ones down in there as well. That looks good. Excuse me. What's your first thing in the morning? I always record videos first thing in the morning, and my voice is always like out to lunch. All the little granulars of life. Perfect. So that'll be interesting to see if we can skid them out. This is, like I said, this is the real world test that I really wanted to do, to see if we can actually skid a lot of this stuff out the way I'd like to skid it out. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something funky with this one. This isn't normally something I'd like to do. But I'm going to lay some stuff in this little ditch over here. We'll call it ditch wood. So this little hole, there's no way in heck I'm going to be able to get up this other side here. So this hole will definitely have to be filled with wood chips for sure. There's just no doubt about that. And Bon Jovi. There we go. Got her. Alright, so I'm just trying to think the best way to make this hill here. I'd say 90% of logging in this game is like assessment of the area, assessment of what you're going to do. That's what makes a real good logging crew, is if you guys got a good team of people who can plan the attack and execute it. Because if not, it's frustrating. It's a mess. You have to have a plan. If you don't have a plan, it can be really messy. And let's see, how close are we to this here? That should be alright. So let's lay this stuff down right in this nice little meadow right here. Bloop. And I think we'll just kind of keep clear cutting right through here. Beauty. Whoop. I'm also working on a grader right now, so that's kind of exciting. I don't know how it's going to work or if it's going to work, but I'm going to try my best to make it... I want to be able to make it so it levels everything like a proper level. But I don't know. Oops. Well, that one's just going to kind of teeter-totter there for a bit. let's reassess our path here. So we came up through this little ridge. God, that looks really cool. Doesn't that look cool? I don't know. So basically, we'll have to try to fill this little hole with at least a little bit of wood chips so we don't get stuck with that truck bringing logs in. Yeah, we're basically just going to build ourselves a crappy little logging road. I'm pretty excited about that. So we'll go vroom, drive the truck through here, up around the bend, and then down through this dip, which it will not be able to clear, so we'll fill it with wood chips. Back up top, and then kind of... Oh, we could go down here. Let's cut through here. Cut down through here, loop through here. We're not even halfway to the block yet, so we got a lot of clearing to do, but luckily it opens up into this nice field here, so... The hardest part, I think, was just this little valley right through here. So let's keep chopping. I say we clear... Let's see here. So I'm just thinking the angle of the truck when you come through. So I'll definitely have to clear this tree. This one's got to go. And this one over here has also got to go. So let's lay these up in here because we don't care about that area whatsoever. We could also do like lots of logging shows do and just leave the right of way for the end of the block. So we get our road in, get our place, start logging in the middle, and then on our way out, after we've cleared the block, that's when we can actually go collect all the goodies. Collect the logs on the way back. But, I don't know, we'll see what we actually do. So this is a nice little road. Follow the dirt road, Dorothy. Actually, it was yellow brick road, but this one's our dirt road, so... Follow the dirt road, Steve. That'd be our equivalent to Dorothy in this case. Alright, let's take that one too, just because I don't like the way it looks at me. Okay, so now, it's pretty much a straight shot, so let's just lay this right here. I'm gonna smoke these two trees out of the way here, because that'll be our up road. I'd say we always go the higher route's probably the better option. And one thing I could do is just leave these trees here so they kind of mark the path. Because if I clean them all up, it might look a little less cool. But we don't want it looking less cool, do we? No. There we go. So, looking back, yeah, it's a pretty straight shot road right there. And then we can always curve it up this way. Loop-de-loop. And we could probably just cut right down through that meadow if we wanted. How lined up are we here? So we need to go like that way. So we can cut right down through this meadow here. In which case I'm going to drop these right here. Same with this one. Just to kind of create an edge here. And like I said, by leaving this right-of-way wood out in piles like this, it does create a pathway for you. If you ever watch my one of the first single-player episodes where I cut that forwarder trail, I think it was on Emerald Valley, if I left everything kind of piled there, like in a mess, it really made it look, you know, realistic in terms of it being an actual proper place. So, okay, this is where it's going to get interesting, because we're at the edge of our cut line. And I think we have an ocean between us here. Oh, no, we don't. Oh, I thought we totally had a space here, but that's okay. So, we got some trees all over the place here, bushes. So this is where it gets a little more busy again, so we'll have to chop all this out. Let's see here. So, our road kind of comes from up here. Then we come loop down through here. Then we can run it. Let's run it on this side. Well, whatever. We can meander through here however we want. And then push it. God, that always looks like a bear, and I don't know why I get freaked out every time I see it. I did this last time. Okay, if you look through the bushes right there, the way that looks, I've been playing too much Far Cry, I think. That totally looks like a back end of a bear, and I just had like a mini panic mode there for a second, because I was just like, oh, there's a bear! But it's actually just a rock. Isn't that crazy? I don't know. From that angle, it looked like the back end of a bear. I'm too Canadian. If you don't have a mini panic attack when you see a bear in the bush in Canada, you're not a real Canadian. But yeah, like from that angle, looks like the back end of a bear. I'm gonna like That'll be my thumbnail. I'm gonna like highlight that section out and make the bear shape. So it's like, oh no, there's a bear. Nope, wait, just a rock. That's so funny. I can't believe that. I was just like, whoa, oh my god, there's a bear. I'm like, I didn't put a bear in this map, did I? Really tripped myself out there. Should get more sleep, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, pretty funny. I get that all the time though, like even when I go hiking. Like as a child, we used to do lots of, well, obviously, like I lived in a really rural area, so we're surrounded by forests, surrounded by nothing but forest for thousands of miles in every direction. So me and friends, or me and myself and I, would go out and you know, tour the forest and check things out. And I've run into bears lots of times in the bush, but usually it's not like, you know, you don't really think anything of it. It's just like, oh yeah, there's a bear or whatever. But sometimes you get like, you run across like boars, or you run across like, you know, like the females that have just had their young or something like that, and that's when it gets really scary. You gotta be really careful. So whenever I see even the image of a bear in the bush, even playing Far Cry, like I get a little freaked out playing Far Cry, the new Far Cry, because I like, I'll see bears and I'm like, oh my god, there's a bear. Especially when they charge you and you're not expecting it, that scares the crap out of me. I'd say that's a pretty legitimate fear to have though. If you're scared of bears virtually or physically, that's probably an okay thing. I'm waiting for a VR moment where they release so we can go get some bears. I think that'd be pretty crazy. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Boom, got her. Yeah, I don't know. Pretty crazy, dudes. Pretty darn crazy, I'll say. Yeah. So I forgot to mention this. I actually tried that Track IR. I bought it and I tried it. You know what though? I got so goddamn motion sick that I almost died. I'm a huge VR guy. I'm a huge, you know, playing VR, playing motion simulators, everything. But I have never been more sick than playing with Track IR. Not to knock it, because I'm sure lots of people will figure it out and imagine it's an amazing program, but I couldn't do it, man. There's no way. I was so violently ill after playing that. I was like, nope, can't do it. Can't do it, man. Are we, like, right outside of our track here? I haven't seen a marquee tree in so long. Did I just forget to do it, or am I right on the wrong side of life here? So that's the edge line. Where's the other edge line? So this is... I'm so lost. Okay, so here's the marker line. So marker line, marker line, marker line, marker line hits here. Oh yeah, so it gives me the option to go around the whole lakeside here. And then what, do the markers just stop, or do they go up that hill? I built the map, I should know this stuff, but I can't remember. Oh yeah, there's a marker tree up here. You see just in the bush. Marker tree, marker tree, marker tree. And this must be our hill that we're coming up on the log here. Oh man, look how steep this is. This is going to be a really funny situation trying to log this. Yep, so here's our hill. This is it. So we're kind of coming in. So let's follow this back. I want to see where this goes. Where does our hill go? Oh, it kind of cuts in. Oh, look at that. Right down to where we're bunching. Isn't that convenient? Where does it go from here? We didn't knock down any marker trees, did we? Oh, marker tree here. Okay. And then what? Maybe we just stopped doing marker trees at that point. Maybe that was the end of the block. Well, that's okay then. So we're pretty much right at our block then. We can probably... excuse me. We could probably clear a landing down here and make this kind of our home base. So it looks like... let's look at our map here. So it looks like from here to here is the start of the block pretty much, and then it goes up into like a heavy block up top. And we're right on the edge. So we've kind of cut a line going doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Then we're going to kind of cut in here, maybe make a landing somewhere in here, and then we can pull stuff out from the block. And then we don't have to try to bring our truck up that road, because there's no way in hell we're going to get a truck up that road. It's just not going to happen. But I'm just looking to see if there's a flat spot for loading and doing stuff. I think this is the flattest we get, is this little section right here. So why don't we knock out this entire section right in here? That sounds like a good idea. How much time we got? We're right on the clock of 15 minutes, kids. I think we should, we'll maybe save it for the next one. We'll keep cutting. But so, other than seeing rock bears, it was a pretty uneventful episode for cutting. But we did get pretty far. I mean, if we backtrack real quick, we'll do a quick backtrack of our road here. So pretty much we'll just drive through this brush. Like, who cares? You know, I might knock this tree down too, just because. Just to kind of make more of an opening. Ah, yeah, there we go. And then we can scoop through here with the truck. Then we have this nice little meadow over here. That'll be nice, smooth driving with the logs. And then it kind of goes to crap again when we get over to this hill. Wrap around this corner. And then up through the bush. Oh, man, it's going to be so much fun. This is going to be a really cool little spot to log. I'm pretty excited for it. I'm actually excited to let this map out so you guys can log too. But anyway, I will end the video now. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya.